Hello and welcome to Kim Reads. Hey, so I really love Wicked, especially the musical. And so, in anticipation of the musical movie coming out next month, I want to start reading Wicked. I know it'll take a while, but I still want to read it. So, let us begin. So, first of all, here is a map of Oz by Gregory Maguire. Prologue on the Yellow Brick Road. A mile above Oz, the witch balanced on the wind's forward edge, as if she were a green fleck on the land itself, flung up and sent wheeling away by the turbulent air. White and purple summer thunderheads mounded around her. Below, the yellow brick road looped back on itself like a relaxed noose. The winter storms and the crowd bars of agitators had torn up the road. Still it led, relentlessly, to the Emerald City. The witch could see the companions trudging along, maneuvering around the buckled sections, skirting trenches, skipping when the way was cleared. They seemed obvious of their fate, but it was not up to the witch to enlighten them. She used the broom as some sort of balustrade, stepping down from the sky like one of her flying monkeys. She finished up on the topmost bough of a black willow tree. Beneath, hidden by the fronds, her prey had paused to take the rest. The witch tucked her broom under her arm. Crab-like and quiet, she scuttled down a little at a time until she was more than 20 feet above them. The wind moved the dangling tendrils of the tree. The witch stared and listened. There were 4 of them. She could see a huge cat of some sort. A lion, was it? And a shiny woodsman. The Tin Woodsman was picking nits out of the lion's mane, and the lion was muttering and squirming from the aggravation. An animated scarecrow lolled nearby, blowing dandelions' heads into the wind. The girl was out of sight behind shifting curtains of the willow. Of course, to hear them tell it, it is the surviving sister who is the crazy one, said the lion. What a witch, psychologically warped, possessed by demons, insane, not a pretty picture. She was castrated at birth, replied the Tin Woodsman calmly. She was born hermaphroditic, or maybe entirely male. Oh, you see castration wherever you look, said the lion. I'm only repeating what folks say, said the Tin Woodman. Everyone is entitled to an opinion, said the lion airily. She was deprived of a mother's love, is how I've heard it. She was an abused child. She was addicted to medicine for her skin condition. She has been unlucky in love, said the Tin Woodman, like the rest of us. The Tin Woodman paused and placed his hand on the center of his chest, as if in grief. She's a woman who prefers the company of other women, said the Scarecrow, sitting up. She's a spurned lover of a married man. She is a married man. The witch was so stunned that she nearly lost her grip on the branch. The last thing she ever cared for was gossip. Yet she'd been out of touch for so long that she was astonished at the vigorous opinions of these random nobodies. She's a despot, a dangerous tyrant, said the lion with conviction. The Tin Woodman pulled harder than was necessary in the lock on the mane. Everything's so dangerous to you, you craven thing. I hear she's a champion of home rule for the so-called Winkies. Whatever she is, she surely must be grieving the death of her sister, said the child, in a somber voice too rich, too sincere for one so young. The witch's skin crawled. Don't go feeling sympathetic now. I certainly can't, the Tin Woodman sniffed a bit cynically. But Dorothy's right, said the Scarecrow. No one is exempt from grief. The witch was deeply irked by their patronizing speculation. She moved around the trunk of the tree, stretching to catch a glimpse of the child. The wind was picking up, and the Scarecrow shivered, while the Tin Woodman confessed, fussing over the lion's tresses. He leaned against the lion, who held him tenderly. Storm on the horizon, said the Scarecrow. Miles off, thunder echoed. There is a witch on the horizon, said the Tin Woodman, tickling the lion. The Lion got spooked and rolled on top of the Scarecrow, whimpering, and the Tin Woodman collapsed on top of them both. "Good friends, should we be wary of the storm?" said the girl. The rising winds moving the curtain of greenery at last, and the witch caught sight of the girl. She was sitting with her feet tucked underneath her and her arms wrapped around her knees. She was not a dainty thing, but a good-sized farm girl, dressed in blue and white checks and a pinafore. In her lap, a vile little dog cowered and whined. "The storm makes you skittish." "It's natural after what you've been through," said the Tin Woodman. "Relax." The witch's fingers dug into the bark of the tree. She could still not see the girl's face, nor just her strong forearms and the crown of her head where the dark hair was pulled into pigtails. Was she to be taken seriously, or merely a blow-away dandelion seed caught on the wrong side of the wind? If she could see the girl's face, the witch felt she might know. But as the witch craned outward from the trunk, the girl at the same time twisted her face, turning away. The storm was getting closer and in a hurry. The feeling in her voice rose as the wind rose. She had a throaty vehemence, like someone arguing through the thread of impending tears. "I know storm. I know how they come upon you." "We're safer here," said the Tin Woodman. "Certainly we are not," answered the girl, "because this tree is the highest point around, and lightning to strike, it would strike here." She clutched her dog. "Didn't we see a shed farther up the road?" Come, Scarecrow, if there's lightning, you'll burn fastest. Come on." She was up and running in an ungainly way, and her companions followed in a mounting panic. As the first hard drops of rain fell, the witch caught sight, not of the girl's face, but of her shoes. Her sister's shoes. They sparkled even in the darkening afternoon. They sparkled like yellow diamonds and embers of blood and thorny stars. If she had seen the shoes first, the witch never would have been able to listen to the girl or friends. But the girl's legs had been tucked beneath her skirt. Now the witch was reminded of her need. The shoes should be hers. Hadn't she endured enough? Hadn't she earned them? The witch would fall on the girl from the sky and wrestle those shoes off her impertinent little feet. If only she could. But the storm from which the companions raced farther and faster along the yellow brick road troubled the witch more than it did than the girl, who had gone through the rain, and the Scarecrow who the lightning could burn. The witch could not venture in such a vicious, insulting wetness. Instead, she tucked herself between some exposed roots of the black willow tree, where no water could endanger her, and wait for the storm to pass. She would emerge. She had always had before. The punishing political climate of Oz had beat her down, dried her up, and tossed her away. Like a seedling, she had drifted, apparently too domesticated to ever take root. But surely this curse was on the land of Oz, not her. Though Oz had given her a twisted life, hadn't it also made her capable? No matter what the companions had hurried away, the witch couldn't wait. They would meet again. Okay, that's the end of that chapter. See you later.